China Current is a weekly news talk show from China to the world. We cover viral news about China every week and also give you the newest updates on China's cutting-edge technologies. Let's get started. Welcome to China Current, your weekly news report on the latest developments in China. I'm Chris, and in this episode, China sees 190 million domestic trips during Dragonboat Festival. China successfully launches Tianwen-2 probe. China-led the International Organization for Mediation, set up in Hong Kong. The 22nd Shangrila Dialogue takes place in Singapore. China hosts World Robotics Carnival, and China publicly destroyed about 1,590 kilograms of drugs in a deterrent effect on drug crimes. First, the recently concluded Dragonboat Festival was a lively holiday in China, with the tourism industry experiencing a strong growth spurt. We've compiled a set of data to give you a snapshot of China's holiday celebrations. According to the data from Ministry of Culture and Tourism, during the three-day holiday from May 31st to June 2nd, a total of 190 million domestic tourists traveled within China, a 5.7% increase year over year. The total domestic tourism expenditure was 42.73 billion yuan. Among China's major visited cities, the capital city, Beijing, stood out as the most popular destination during the holiday. The city received a total of 8.21 million tourists and achieved a total tourism expenditure of 10.77 billion yuan. Inbound and outbound tourism also saw significant growth. According to the National Immigration Administration, during the holiday, a total of 5.9 million Chinese and foreign nationals entered and exited China's borders, with an average of 1.969 million people per day. The peak single-day entry and exit clearance was reached on June 1st, with 2.086 million people. Among foreign tourists entering China, 231,000 people took advantage of the visa-free policy, a 59.4% increase year over year. Shanghai emerged as the preferred destination for foreign tourists. Notably, from June 1st, China began to implement a unilateral visa-free policy for ordinary passport holders from 5 South American countries, including Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Peru, and Uruguay. The visa-free policy has now been extended to 43 countries in Asia, Europe, and South America. China is expected to welcome more foreign tourists in the future. For those who didn't travel, they still enjoyed the holiday by shopping online. According to the State Post Bureau, China's parcel delivery sector handled 1.511 billion parcels in 3 days. The People's Bank of China released data showing that during the holiday, UnionPay and NetsUnion processed a total of 14.05 billion payment transactions, with a total value of 4.8 trillion yuan. People were able to celebrate the holiday without leaving their cities, thanks to online shopping. Next, China's Tianwen-2 probe lifts off from Xichang Satellite Launch Center atop a Long March 3B rocket on 29 May 2025. This marked the beginning of China's first asteroid exploration and sampling return journey. The primary goal of the Tianwen-2 is to explore and sample the asteroid 2016 HO3, which is one of the Earth's quasi-satellites. The samples collected will provide crucial references for scientists to study the origin and evolution of the solar system. Tianwen-2 is expected to return to Earth by the end of 2027 and complete sample recovery. If successful, China will become the third country after Japan and the United States to retrieve pristine material from an asteroid. After completing its mission at 2016 HO3, Tianwen-2 will proceed to its next destination, the main belt comet 311P, to conduct scientific exploration. Comet 311P is a small celestial body in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter's orbit. Studying it will help scientists understand the structure and evolution mechanisms of small solar system bodies. It is estimated that Tianwen-2 will take about 7 years to complete this task. According to Yang Yuguang, chairman of the International Astronautical Federation's Space Transportation Committee, the Tianwen-2 mission will significantly enhance China's autonomy and intelligence in deep space exploration, laying the foundation for subsequent Mars sampling, return missions, and even more distant Jupiter system exploration. Next up, on May 30th, 2025, the signing ceremony of the Convention on the Establishment of the International Organization for Mediation successfully held in Hong Kong. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi attended the ceremony and delivered a speech. Approximately 400 high-level representatives from 85 countries across Asia, Africa, Latin America, and Europe, as well as nearly 20 international organizations attended the event. 33 countries signed the convention on site, becoming founding member states. IOMED was initiated by the Chinese government in February 2023. It is the world's first intergovernmental international legal organization dedicated to resolving international disputes through mediation. Its functional status is comparable to that of the International Court of Justice and the Permanent Court of Arbitration in The Hague, Netherlands. Wang Yi noted that the IOMED embodies the purpose and principles of UN Charter and will fill a gap in international mediation mechanisms. The decision to base the IOMED headquarters in Hong Kong carries significance. First, Hong Kong's return to China itself stands as a successful example of peaceful international dispute resolution. Additionally, Hong Kong uniquely blends the advantages of both common law and civil law systems, being the world's only jurisdiction practicing bilingual common law. It boasts a deep pool of international legal professionals, making it an ideal hub for international mediation. This isn't China's first peace effort. In recent years, China has consistently contributed its wisdom to resolving global conflicts, from facilitating historic reconciliation between Saudi Arabia and Iran in Beijing, to brokering the Beijing Declaration among Palestinian factions, from advocating for a peaceful resolution to the Ukraine crisis, to spearheading the IOMED Convention. These efforts reflect the Chinese cultural ethos of harmony is to be prized. Moving on, from May 30th to June 1st, the 22nd Shangrila Dialogue was held in Singapore. Over 550 representatives from defense and security agencies of 47 countries and regions attended the dialogue. The Shangrila Dialogue is the largest defense and security forum in the Asia-Pacific region and an international security forum led by Western countries. Notably, China only sent a delegation from the National Defense University of the People's Liberation Army to attend this event. This marked the first time since 2019 that China's defense minister has not attended the Shangrila Dialogue. Furthermore, it was the lowest-level Chinese delegation to participate in the dialogue in 6 years. The absence of China's defense minister sparked extensive media coverage and speculation in Western media. Zhou Bo, a senior fellow at the Center for International Security and Strategy at Tsinghua University, noted that historically, China has sent representatives of varying ranks to the Shangri-La Dialogue. What matters is that their participation demonstrates the PLA's openness to dialogue and friendship with all parties. Next, on June 2nd, World Robotics Carnival kicks off in China's Wuhan city, featuring over 100 types of robots from more than 40 companies across China. The showcase included robots that can do coffee latte art, serving ice cream, and even apply makeup. People interacted with the robots to experience the charm of technology-empowered life. Humanoid robots are the key indicator of a country's advanced manufacturing capabilities and industrial competitiveness. China has been actively promoting the development and application of its robotics industry. Currently, multiple regions in China are accelerating their industrial layouts around humanoid robots. Over 10 local governments, including Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, and Chongqing, have established or are preparing to establish industry funds. By 2026, the scale of China's humanoid robot industry will exceed 20 billion yuan, and by 2035, it will grow to around 300 billion yuan. According to Morgan Stanley's report, the Humanoid 100 Mapping Humanoid Robot Value Chain, the top 100 listed companies in the global humanoid robot industry were identified with nearly 70% of them coming from China and the United States. China accounts for 36 of these companies, which cover core hardware components such as actuators, sensors, and batteries. Notably, China dominates the global humanoid robot supply chain, accounting for 63% of the market share. Moving on the morning of June 3rd, police in the southmost Chinese province of Hainan held a centralized destruction of drugs, publicly destroying approximately 1,590 kilograms of drugs and a deterrent effect on drug crimes. The drugs, including heroin, methamphetamine, ketamine, and new types of drugs represented by etomidate, as well as unregulated addictive substances seized in the drug cases concluded by courts in Hainan in recent years, were burned in an incinerator at a new energy power generating plant. June 3rd marks the 186th anniversary of the Humen opium destruction event. On June 3rd, 1839, Chinese official Lin Zexu destroyed over 1,000 tons of British opium in Humen, Guangdong.
in an effort to halt the drug trade. His move was regarded as China's first battle against opium and also symbolized the determination of the Chinese government and people to resist drugs. Every year on June 3rd, local authorities across China spontaneously organize centralized destruction activities for drugs. These actions not only commemorate the history, but also serve as a determination in stepping up drug controls. China's stance on drugs is clear: zero intolerance. That's all for today. Thank you for watching this episode of China Currents. If you have any thoughts or comments, please leave them below. And see you next time.